Alright, hello all. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So today we are going to be continuing on taking a look at the new EZA Golden Frieza, showcasing him, of course. Now, I did, I have done one so far. I did the first Gohan Goten Trunks stage. I do think that's probably what I'm going to start using as my initial showcase stage. Now, I was trying the new LR, movie hero, movie boss setup. So it did not go the best. However, Golden Frieza himself looked very extraordinary. I think this LR is actually pretty crazy. He's definitely designed in a way where I could see him being like in discussion potentially for like best LREZA in the game. I mean, I don't know about that. It's kind of a hard. I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? But I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe the Super Saiyan gods. Maybe I could like him more. We'll have to see. I need to test him more. Now I am, of course, testing him on the Omega setup. And while the Tech Golden Frieza Gogeta is not on the 220 for Omega, this character, Golden Frieza, actually is because he's on Battle of Fate. So he is going to be on the 220 while getting Omega, 140% support. So he's going to be extremely insane. I'm really excited to jump into this. So, I mean, let's do it. And let's see how this goes. And keep in mind, I mean, he's also going to get an insane amount of attack support, both through the sort of phase 1, 70%, as well as the domain. So Golden Frieza is going to click. Now, that's really unfortunate on the Omega placement, but it is what it is. Let's get the intro in here.
Allow me to show you just how much more evolved I have become! I've made my new form gold, so it's clear who's sitting atop the pecking order. And to simplify things even further, let's call this Golden Frieza.
Okay, so obviously we do not have Omega support up right now. I do suppose technically we do have 17%. I mean, not a lot, but I believe it's 17% that this character gives. Yes, okay. So, I mean, we still have a little bit, and we're at 504,000 starter turn. Now, keep in mind, right, we get 150% phase 2 buildup, which is obviously quite a bit. Now, we are going to lose 100% phase 1 stats after 3 turns, but he is going to be very crazy. So, well, I mean, with the Omega, I suppose the strat usually is to target Rose, although we don't have Omega on the rotation just yet. I think I'll target Zamasu for this turn, just to, be a little more cautious. Definitely want to only hit Rose when absolutely necessary. And then we'll start attacking him. But yeah, I think this is going to be like a very insane character, like for a very long time, obviously. I mean, turn 1, we're in a short content meta. He's just a morph, right? 90% damage reduction, guard, like it's insane. And then, he does also. They adjusted how his damage reduction works, so it lasts quite a while. Usually you're finishing this fight off. At least usually I am. Turn 4, turn 5, sometimes turn 6. On turn 5, because Golden Frieza started turn 1 here, guess what? He's still going to have 70% damage reduction. And he's going to start gaining the stats. It's the 5th turn and the 7th turn. He starts gaining the stats in slot 2, 3, and then specifically slot 3. Now, the way that's worded, I do want to make sure to reiterate this a lot. The way that buff is worded, you would think it's a phase 2 buff, but it is not. Dokkan has been very, very silly recently with their wording. I mean, look at like some of the GP sub EZAs, and I think Super EZA Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta was like this too, right? Where, for whatever reason, they are like using the exact same wording for a buff that's phase 1, even, or they use the same wording as if the buff was phase 2, but it's phase 1. I don't like talking during the animations, but I wanted to finish my point there. Okay, so we've taken quite a bit of damage already, unfortunately. That is not the best here. I suppose we could use the Golden Frieza taunt. Maybe. I don't know, because that's a lot of attacks about to hit him, and I'm a little nervous about that with how low our HP is already. Plus, if I use this taunt, I could allow him to heal us. So I think that might be a good decision. So let me start with the domain, and then I'll use the taunt.
Since the minus energy was released, it's now a matter of time before this planet is dead. I can feel the planet dying underneath me.
Okay, now time for the taunt. The animation would let me. There we go.
Behold, this is Golden Frieza, the last thing you will ever see.
So for using the taunt, obviously we do get the defensive increase, and the reason why that's important here, your like how much you heal off of orbs is like directly tied to your start of turn defense. We're not at 50%. I suppose I can do this though, and we're at 49. Fuck. Okay, well, I mean that's really unfortunate. I suppose what we're going to see here then is Golden Frieza be able to use his active. Now, I do really like how they designed him with this. I forgot to switch the target, didn't I? Yes, I did. Fuck. That's not good. This one is going off to a very rough start. For Golden Frieza, I was a little confused about this ability at first. It's like, because it's only a once-only ability. It's like, why does he have this? And what I'm referring to is starting from the third turn. Once only, he gets 300% attack and a guaranteed crit under 50% HP. And the reason he has that, I did realize, is actually because of his active skill. For whatever reason, they won't adjust active skills on EZA. Technically speaking, they quite literally can't right now. I'm not too familiar with like coding and all that stuff, but my understanding of it is in the like EZA part of a card, they don't have like an active skill table or slot, so they can't adjust it. Now, it would be as simple as them just adding it, right? They could do it anytime, as per my understanding, but they just won't. So until they do, and honestly, I don't think they will, given the fact that they keep putting all these like workarounds in units' kits. They're going to have stuff like this, where while they won't adjust this specifically, he does have this effect right here, which means he should do a decent bit of damage. When we have, the domain up as well, as the Omega support. Now, keep in mind, we're at 614,000. We have 3 attacks so far. It does count. No, it's just super attacks, so we actually only have 2 build-ups. Okay, that's good to know. We actually are missing 200% phase 1. So keep that in mind. We're not really at full power here. And let me just, I guess, I think I'm already targeting Zamasu, so I might as well finish him off. Let me do this, and then let's pop this and see what it does for us. Okay, I mean, it did a little bit of damage, not too much. Really? We're at 971,000 now? Wait, why did we jump up so much? Oh, cause it's an AoE, it counts. It really, I don't think I knew that. Because it's an AoE, it actually counts as 2 different supers, really. That's really interesting. I don't think I knew that. Okay, so, I mean, we're at 971,000 defense. And we have 80% damage inhibition. Now, because of the lock, I can't put him in slot 1. Which, quite honestly, is probably going to get us killed here. Because of just very bad luck. But it's still very insane. Oh, maybe not. Because, I mean, Rose's had a little bit of build-up, so... Yeah, I mean, at this point, I definitely need to just kill Zamasu. Because that buff that Rose gets from him, and the fact that I was targeting Zamasu for so long, this man just needs to go. Yeah, I'm actually... I really don't think I knew that. Maybe I did at some point, but I just cannot recall, like, ever really knowing that worked that way. That's really interesting. Because, I mean, obviously it does help with his build-up. Now, we're at 30.5. I don't believe we shouldn't have the attack increase anymore. But also, we don't have our sort of phase 2, or phase 1, there we go, the 200%. The 50% HP or above condition, right? Because that checks at the start of the turn. Even though we're above the threshold right now, or I guess no, we're not anymore. But we were. It doesn't matter, right? So still very, yeah. No, we just got completely crushed there because we didn't have bigger bosses for him, and Rose had been built up a little bit. Yeah, that was a little unfortunate on the situation there, but. I mean, it's fine. Let's jump back in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a, come on, man. I'm just gonna... Yeah, hold on. Let me... We're not gonna keep doing that. Come on, give me an Omega turn 1. Even if I don't have EZA Golden Frieza turn 1. I mean, as long as he's at least turn 2. I'll take it, but... Come on, man. Why the fuck is... Don't opening rotations. Come on. There we go. That's perfect. Okay, so yeah, just making sure the other Omega wasn't slot 7. We should be able to do quite a bit here. And we can even put him in slot 1. So yeah, this guy is just going to be very nuts. Very crazy. I mean, his EZA. I'm really curious to see. I guess we'll just target Rose this time around. What he's actually going to be taking. Like consistently throughout all these. Like I don't really know how well he's going to do. Now he is going to get hit several times here. I don't know actually. I'm not gonna lie. I was not paying attention to how many times he'd been hit before, and his attack does increase with the amount of times he's been hit, up to 5, obviously. So I'm not actually sure how much buildup we had on that. Okay, well, we're just going to double-digit tank this, I imagine, right? Okay, really? We took 59,000. Interesting. Now, I do suppose we don't have any of our build-up yet. And I mean, sure, we will lose the guard. But, I mean, the thing with damage reduction, right, it's not like we're going to just take a shit ton of damage, you know, next turn, now that we're losing 10% damage reduction on the guard. Because A, he's going to have some build-up. But B, just from the way damage reduction works, I mean, it cuts a portion of it. And we're actually getting 3 build-ups here, so... I mean, once we have the other Omega support too, as long as we stay above the HP threshold, I mean, we're literally going to be like a million defense at the start of turn next turn. With 80% damage reduction. Which is obviously quite a bit, you know. Now, to be fair, I mean, Rose just builds up so much that Golden Frieza, I mean, as crazy as he is, there's not a lot of people that can just, like, outright tank a built-up Rose Super without, like, some random-ass condition being active, right? Now, I mean, once Rose gets built up, and this is without considering, like, attack lowering, but once he gets built up, it would be a pretty tough situation for Golden Frieza to tank. Now, thankfully, because we are on the Omega setup, I mean, we're not going to stick around to find out exactly what that is, but I don't, when he gets fully built up, I like, there's no, I don't really think there's a real way to consider Frieza tanking it. Because as much as, like, 80%, 70% damage reduction is, and I suppose technically it depends on our slot, as well as if we have the, because on 70% damage reduction turn, if he's in slot 2 or 3, we would have the extra 100% phase 1 attack and defense, and he'd actually have his SA effect first. So, I don't know, I mean, I guess we'd have to see, but, like, there's no way. I don't really think so. Because doesn't Rose build up to like 20 million or something? If you cut... Ooh. Goddamn. Okay. That was not preferable there. I usually do really well just targeting... Well, I suppose I have brought in the GT boss setup specifically a lot against this guy. Now, what are we doing here? If I could get some opening rotation RNG luck, that would be very nice game. Now, I suppose... I guess we can get a turn of... Although, Frieza's not going to have any support of. Here, let me... Well, this is fun. Let me use the taunt, honestly. That's what I'll do. Because I just... He does not have support right now from the Omegas. So he really is just on a double 170 lead. Without anything extra. So as much as I think he's really crazy, he's not... He ain't living that. So I definitely gotta give him the buff here. Now, I imagine this should be... Okay, we took 105,000. I mean, it is a double 170 once again, so... And then if we had the Omega support up, he actually is better with the double 140 Omega... Well, not double 140, but the double 70 up to 140 support. He actually is better on Omega setup than on the 220. Up to, I think it's like 50%, vaguely, phase 1 support. So, I mean, obviously, that does get better at a certain point, but just because his phase 1 stats, I mean, he only has 250%, which, you know, it does sound kind of crazy to say only 250%, but, I don't know, just the amount of numbers that characters have nowadays. I mean, it's kind of wild, you know. Yeah, so this guy probably isn't going to be a big damage roundhouse. I mean, if we get him fully built up, maybe in like the slot 5, or rather the turn 5, turn 7 buffs up, maybe he could start to look pretty good there. But obviously right now, I'd certainly say leaving things to be desired. Especially because, I mean, I guess he does have 90% crit this first turn. And then it starts to go down. Oh, we're actually getting the triple super, huh? That actually might do enough for us. Okay, Golden Frieza. Yeah, because I mean, we got this guy down to just about half already. And this was without the domain. That's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. This is probably my favorite team in the game right now. Now we're actually... This is just... The game is playing around with me right now. But it's no matter. We will probably still get the win here. I think. I mean, I guess we're not going to have... links for this Omega. Still, as long as I can put EZA Golden Frieza in slot 1 next turn, I think we should be fine. You know, I guess we'll have to see. But I don't know. I mean, this team is just really, really nuts. I think they've done a really nice job with Omega's team. And there's like so many variations for it. You know, you could just do like straight up GT bosses. There are a lot of Big Web bosses characters, so you could do full, 7 Big Web boss characters. Like it's just, or you can have the Golden Friezas like this, which I think this could potentially be like the sort of quote unquote best setup. And what I sort of envision would be like Tech Golden Frieza in slot 1 on one rotation, AGL Golden Frieza slot 1 on another rotation, ending up to a certain point, but we are in short content, so I imagine that should more or less work. And then you can just have the Omega slot 2, and then floating Big Bad Boss characters. The only issue right now, obviously, is, at least for like a fight like this, I mean, there is locking. So there's only so much I could do about that, as well as if my opening rotations screw me, I mean, it is what it is, right? So this is, it certainly could be going a bit better right now. Yeah, I don't know, maybe targeting Zamasu might be the player. Come on, man. Dude, what the hell? How do I keep getting both the Omegas? What is going on here? This is just some, like, really bad luck. And then he's even in slot 1, so I can't... Come on, man. I can't even take full advantage of Golden Frieza here. I mean, this is some bullshit. Alright, game, could you not... I'd appreciate it very much. And now I suppose at least Golden Frieza should do a lot of damage here. Because we do have both of the Omega 70% support up. Although, it's not like we have a lot of links next to Omega. I mean, it's just Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. But, I guess we're going to target Zamasu. Targeting Rose has not been going so well for us, so... We'll try it this way. I don't know, because I haven't really... I'm not sure exactly how much times I've actually just taken like a sort of villain setup specifically against this. Because a lot of the times with like Omega, I've used like GT bosses. And as crazy as it is, like AGL Omega is actually just like very, very insane on the team, obviously. So what he can do, like his cut, as well as like Tech Sins, it does do quite a lot for us. So maybe next turn I have like Tech Sin, target Rose to get the 20% cut, so 21.4. We haven't, or actually has the AoE hits, right? Yeah, so, I mean, we've been hit by the AoE, but other than that, we don't have any build-up, so we have one build-up right now. And, I mean, he only has the 2 links. If you get him next to, like, Tech Golden Frieza, he would jump up quite a bit in terms of damage. That would certainly be something very, very interesting to see. And he's actually in slot 7. So I could technically do that next turn. Hopefully... well, shit. What? I don't know if I actually could. Damn. Because I was thinking, like, no matter what slot, because EZA Golden Frieza would be slot 3. I suppose technically, if slot 3 was locked, then EZA Gold, or the LR Golden Frieza Gogeta could have been slot 2. That way we could have gotten the Link buff, but otherwise. Yeah, not getting the best luck here, unfortunately. It is what it is. Here, I'm actually going to cut away for just a moment. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I'm going to jump in a couple more times here. Hopefully, we can actually get a really good look at Golden Frieza. The lock here has not worked the best in my favor. Now, I will say, I do heavily expect Golden Frieza to be extremely insane in the hardest fight in the game. At least in my opinion. I'm pretty sure it's more or less widely agreed upon, but at least in my opinion, the hardest fight, the Gohan Goten Trunks Stage 5. I think Golden Frieza would be very insane. Slot 1 defending against that Gohan, so I'm really intrigued to see that bare minimum. So even if the block is not working out in my favor the most here, or the rotations, mind you, still though, I think he's looked very decent. I mean, just, at least for me, the fact that, I mean, sure, he didn't like double-digit tank it, which 90% damage reduction guard, you know, quite a lot, but it was before he attacked. So, I mean, if it was after he attacked, that Rose super from before, I mean, he would have completely tanked it. And mind you, I mean, he did double-digit tank the Zamasu super, right? So, I definitely think this guy is, I don't know, I think they did a really crazy job with him. He's just so good. And also, I mean, the thing with Golden Frieza, I mean, you gotta think, he's going to have a long stay as well in the meta. Because, I mean, just think, we're talking about him like turn 1, right? If you get him in slot 7, it's still his first turn. He still has 90% damage reduction guard. So, you could definitely utilize this guy very nicely, especially in this meta, where he's just going to be a very, very effective option. Ooh, goddamn. Very consistently. So that is the issue with having not a lot of big boss characters. It does mess with the links a little bit here. Rather unfortunately, but, you know, once again, I mean, the lock, there's only so much they can do about it. I mean, we got Zamasu half. I mean, he does heal, but we've done a decent bit to him. Jesus Christ. Yo, no big bad bosses. Goddamn. We just got destroyed. We literally, oh my god. And then it changed all the fucking orbs. Oh boy. I could probably kill Zamasu here. But, I don't know. We might be a little dead. We'll have to see how this goes. At least Texan has 100% damage reduction. No, I think it's really crazy all the insane amount of like damage reductions that like this team has. And I suppose that's probably part of, I mean, just like all the support, you know, they're really good with like debuffs, AoEs. I mean, I just very expansive leader skill. But also a really big thing I like about this setup is, you know, and I've said this, I'm a player that really likes having just like outright tanking. I prefer outright tanking to like dodge. I prefer taking, you know, 600,000 damage and living than, you know, like, okay, here's my 68% chance to dodge. Is it gonna work? Is it not? You know, like, I don't know. I just, dodge characters, they can be very iffy for me. Now, I mean, there are certain exceptions, obviously, to the rule, like MUI or the tag blues, or I've even found like the new Super EZA Golden Trunks have been very effective for me, so certainly there are exceptions, but I just really prefer like this sort of setup where everyone can just outright tank. Now, I mean, when Zamasu's alive, it does cause issues, and well, actually, Rose's supered already, hasn't he? So we should actually really, man, what the fuck? Rose from a normal? Oh my god, man. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm actually having a decent bit of difficulty against this fight. I was very easily able to clear it consistently with like GT bosses, but I guess not having all of the attack lowering is really doing it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, hmm. maybe maybe if I found a way, maybe getting like full power or well, I mean he's a full power buffer, but maybe like super easy Omega. Maybe I'll have to try him out in the next one. We'll have to see. He could definitely be a very effective option. Well, I suppose in that Gohan Goten Trunks fight, it doesn't I don't know if he really can lower actually. Yeah, Rose just keeps getting kind of destroyed here, very unfortunately. Come on, man. Can we? Hey, rotations. What the hell? Okay, I might honestly cut away and come back once we have like set up to where we can actually like experience Golden Frieza. I've just been getting pretty unlucky like this entire damn video. Okay, this could potentially be good. Can I put him in slot 1? Is he locked? Hell, honestly, if he's maybe it's best if he's locked. Yeah, because now Omega's locked. God damn it. Yeah, I don't. This is not going the best in terms of my luck here. I'll have to float off the other Omega, but I mean I can work with this. So let me put him in slot 1. We'll try it out. I mean if it doesn't work out, I mean it is what it is. But I still think Frieza has done what we've been able to see of him at least. Because the lock has not been very favorable. He's looked very nice, very good. I could not be happier with his BZA right now. And the thing is, I mean, if you look at Tech Golden Frieza in this one, I mean, when we get in, I imagine we will at some point, and there might actually already be some character that I'm just not really thinking of. I think I mentioned this in the last one, but like, you know how you know Gogeta or like the Tag Goku have the ally raise defense. If we can get an extreme class character that's like raising ally defense on SA for like 2 turns, something like that, that would be extremely insane for this team. You know, because both Tech Golden Frieza, as well as obviously AGL Golden Frieza. Well, I mean, Tech Golden Frieza just isn't getting defense at all. But AGL Golden Frieza only gets 30%. You know, he only gets it on his 18 key. So, certainly, we could use some more defense for these guys. So we'll have to well, I don't know about because they are really insane tanky, really insane at tanking. But I mean, like, they would get a lot of value from a character like that. I suppose maybe it's a better way to phrase it. So I don't know. This team is just set up in such a way where I can see it like being. And to be fair, I mean the power creep has been moving at a very crazy rapid pace. So I mean, I guess you never know what the next sort of day is gonna bring, right? But the way they've, I don't know, set up the Omega team. This is honestly one of my favorite releases. I think ever. He's too fun. He's too crazy. The support, once again, I mean, his leader skill being so expansive, like, it really allows me, like, using the Golden Friezas here, I think is really cool. I mean, you can use GT bosses, you can use, I don't know. Villains are just eating so much right now. The only issue I have is, like, I think without the limited time buff Rose, certainly super bosses specifically could have received some more help. But other than that, I just, they've done such a crazy job. So I've been really enjoying what the team has cooked up for us here. Now, speaking of, I do wonder. This is a little off topic, but at the day I'm recording this, the Community Fest thing is going on. We should start hearing some talk sometime soon about what's actually happening there. They did mention something about the new game mode or battle system is going to be like playable there. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye on Twitter quite a lot today. So just a very, trying this guy out here, and then it's just a very crazy day. Okay, I might actually be good to go here. Ah, god damn it. Oh wait, no, I mean it's only, well, shit. So we're at 898,000. Now we've only attacked twice. We are above the HP threshold, and we are missing one Omega support actually right now. And still, I mean, nearly 900,000. He has 80% damage reduction. And with the supers, obviously he's going to jump up a decent bit as well. Hopefully, Rose supers Golden Frieza here. I actually really want to see how he'd do here. I think he'd live very easily, I think. Although, I don't know, because, I mean, Rose has been built up quite a bit by this point, obviously. And then, there's the domain buffing him, his damage, so it is quite a bit. So I guess we'll see here in just a moment. Please don't be the Rose Super. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. 40.4. Okay. I mean, that's actually pretty decent, considering he has 80% chance to crit here. 25.6. Okay, Golden Frieza, I see you. And then Zamasu's dead. Now, we just need to, yeah, that's quite a bit of damage there. Okay, I want to see the super on Golden Frieza. There we go. Okay, what is he going to take? Now, we still have one build-up we could do. Really? 1,000,000, huh? 1,080,000. I mean, to be fair, Rose was built up quite substantially by that point. We still needed one build-up to go for Golden Frieza. And we didn't have the Omega support him. Plus, I mean, Rose was domain boosted. I do like to pop that to clear through it pretty quickly, but it does affect him as well. So he's getting a 25% increase to his damage. I mean, he very easily could have been doing what, some like 24 some odd mil damage there. I don't know exactly, but he was definitely doing quite a bit. So I don't know. I mean, the fact that he only took 1 million. I mean, we saw, for example, I mean, didn't Rose take like STR Rose? Didn't he take like 2.1 mil or something like that? So I mean, sure. At least I do have two dupes in my Golden Frieza, and I don't have any in Rose. But I mean, he tanked it better than him. I mean, that has to be worth something, right? And I think we actually even had like both the Omega supports up for him in that scenario for Rose. So I don't know. I still think this guy's really crazy. I didn't think we'd die there, but I mean, to be fair, Rose just does way too much damage, and maybe because I was using the domain with like GT bosses, but maybe when just using like a general villain setup, maybe it's not a good idea to use the domain. Uh, might be the play going forward. I don't know. But I think I'll end this one here. I think we saw a decent bit from Golden Frieza. I mean, once again, we are in a short content meta, so not exactly going to get to see the turn 5, turn 7 abilities quite often. But I think, against like Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, I will be able to get him set up a bit better. So we should be able to really experience his full power there. Just the lock, the opening rotations, whatever, were not the most kind to me here, but it is what it is. I'm not the most concerned about it. We'll look at more of him there. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.